kingfisher, the jewel of rivers and lakes. In the quiet moments of dawn, when mist still rises from the water's surface and the world seems suspended between night and day, a flash of brilliant blue cuts through the air like a living sapphire. The kingfisher, one of nature's most spectacular avian gems, transforms ordinary waterways into stages for extraordinary displays of hunting prowess and natural beauty. These remarkable birds, with their jewel-toned plumage and lightning-fast fishing abilities, have captivated human imagination for centuries while playing crucial roles in aquatic ecosystems around the globe. The kingfisher family, scientifically known as Alcidinidae, encompasses over 90 species distributed across 6 continents, with only Antarctica and the northernmost regions of North America lacking these colorful residents. From the tiny African pygmy kingfisher, weighing less than 10 grams, to the robust laughing kookaburra of Australia, these birds demonstrate remarkable diversity in size, habitat preferences, and hunting strategies. Yet all share certain unmistakable characteristics that mark them as members of this distinguished avian family. Physical characteristics. Nature's masterpiece. The most striking feature of kingfishers is undoubtedly their plumage, which seems almost too vibrant to be real. The common kingfisher of Europe and Asia displays an iridescent blue-green back that shifts and shimmers in the light, contrasting beautifully with its russet-orange breast and white throat. This coloration is not merely decorative. It serves important functions in both hunting and social interactions. The brilliant blue coloration comes from microscopic structures in the feathers that scatter light, creating what scientists call structural coloration rather than pigmentation. These structures reflect blue wavelengths while absorbing others, producing the metallic sheen that makes kingfishers so distinctive. When viewed from below by potential prey fish, this blue coloration helps the bird blend with the sky, providing crucial camouflage during hunting dives. Kingfishers possess compact, streamlined bodies perfectly adapted for their aquatic lifestyle. Their heads appear disproportionately large relative to their bodies, housing powerful muscles that drive their most distinctive feature, a long dagger-like bill. This bill varies in proportion among species, with fish-eating varieties sporting longer, more pointed beaks ideal for grasping slippery prey, while those that hunt terrestrial prey often have shorter, broader bills suited for capturing insects and small reptiles. The bird's legs are notably short, reflecting their primarily arboreal and aerial lifestyle rather than terrestrial movement. Their feet feature syndactyly, where some toes are fused together, creating a structure well suited for perching on branches and excavating nesting tunnels. The arrangement of their toes, 2 pointing forward and 1 backward, provides excellent grip on vertical surfaces and fishing perches. Hunting and feeding. Masters of precision. The hunting behavior of kingfishers represents one of nature's most impressive examples of precision and timing. These birds are primarily piscivorous, meaning fish make up the majority of their diet, though many species supplement with aquatic insects, crustaceans, and small amphibians. The hunting process involves a complex series of calculations that would challenge even sophisticated computers. A hunting kingfisher typically selects a perch 1 to 3 meters above the water surface, often a low-hanging branch, reed, or even a man-made structure like a dock or fence post. From this vantage point, the bird scans the water below with remarkable visual acuity. Their eyes are positioned to provide excellent binocular vision, allowing them to accurately judge distances and compensate for the refraction of light at the water's surface. When prey is spotted, the kingfisher launches into its characteristic dive, folding its wings back and extending its bill like a guided missile. The entire sequence from takeoff to water entry typically lasts less than a second, yet involves precise adjustments to account for the fish's movement and the optical distortion caused by water. Research has shown that kingfishers can adjust their dive angle mid-flight, demonstrating remarkable neural processing speed and muscular control. Upon entering the water, the kingfisher's nictitating membranes, transparent third eyelids, protect their eyes while maintaining vision. The bird typically submerges completely, though some smaller species may only dip their heads below the surface. The capture itself relies on the bill's design and the powerful muscles of the neck and jaw to secure prey before the rapid ascent back to the surface. Successful hunts result in the kingfisher returning to its perch with prey firmly grasped crosswise in its bill. The bird then performs a crucial behavior, beating the fish against the perch to stun or kill it before swallowing it head first. This behavior serves multiple purposes, including ensuring the fish cannot escape and positioning it properly for swallowing, as the backward-facing scales and fins could cause choking if swallowed tail first. Habitat and distribution. Global citizens. Kingfishers demonstrate remarkable adaptability in their habitat requirements, though all species maintain some connection to water sources. The common kingfisher, perhaps the most widely studied species, inhabits slow-moving rivers, streams, lakes, and ponds throughout Europe, Asia, and northern Africa. These birds prefer waterways with clear water that allows for effective hunting, along with suitable perching sites and sandy or soft earth banks for nest excavation. In tropical regions, kingfisher diversity explodes, with species occupying niches from dense rainforest streams to coastal mangroves. The Amazon basin alone hosts over a dozen kingfisher species, each adapted to specific microhabitats within the complex river ecosystem. Some species, like the ringed kingfisher, prefer large rivers and lakes, while others, such as the American pygmy kingfisher, inhabit smaller streams and forest pools. Australia's kingfishers include some of the most distinctive species, notably the kookaburras, which have largely abandoned aquatic hunting in favor of terrestrial prey. The laughing kookaburra, Australia's largest kingfisher, hunts snakes, lizards, insects, and small mammals from elevated perches, demonstrating the family's evolutionary flexibility. Habitat quality significantly influences kingfisher populations. These birds require not only suitable hunting waters but also appropriate nesting sites, typically steep banks of soft soil or sand where they can excavate tunnel nests. Human activities such as river channelization, bank reinforcement with concrete, and water pollution have significantly impacted kingfisher populations in many regions. Breeding and nesting. Underground architects. The breeding behavior of kingfishers reveals yet another fascinating aspect of their biology. Most species are monogamous during the breeding season, though pair bonds may not extend beyond a single nesting attempt. Courtship involves elaborate displays where males present fish to potential mates, demonstrating both their hunting prowess and their ability to provide for offspring. Nest construction represents one of the most remarkable aspects of kingfisher biology. Pairs select suitable banks, typically those composed of sand, clay, or soft earth, and begin excavating a tunnel that can extend 60 to 100 centimeters into the bank. This excavation is accomplished entirely with their bills and feet, a process that can take 10 to 14 days of intensive labor. The tunnel typically slopes slightly upward to prevent flooding and terminates in a rounded chamber where eggs will be laid and young raised. The entrance hole is just large enough for the adult birds to pass through, providing protection from larger predators while allowing easy access for the parents. Kingfishers typically lay 5 to 7 glossy white eggs, which both parents incubate for 19 to 21 days. The incubation period is synchronized so that all eggs hatch within a day or two of each other. The newly hatched young are altricial, meaning they are born naked, blind, and helpless, requiring intensive parental care. During the first few days after hatching, the chicks cannot regulate their body temperature and require constant brooding by the parents. As they develop, their insatiable appetites demand frequent feeding trips by both parents. A pair of kingfishers may make over 100 fishing trips per day to satisfy their growing brood, with each chick consuming several fish daily. The young remain in the nest tunnel for 22 to 26 days before fledging. Even after leaving the nest, they may continue to receive parental care for several weeks while learning to hunt independently. This extended care period is crucial, as fishing requires significant skill development, and many young kingfishers do not survive their first winter. Ecological role and environmental importance. Kingfishers occupy important positions in aquatic food webs, serving both as predators and prey. Their primary role as fish predators helps maintain balance in aquatic ecosystems, particularly in smaller water bodies where they may significantly impact fish populations. Their prey typically consists of small fish, aquatic insects, and crustaceans, making them effective controllers of species that might otherwise become overabundant. As prey species themselves, kingfishers support populations of larger predators including hawks, owls, and mammals such as weasels and minks. Their eggs and nestlings are particularly vulnerable to predation by snakes, which can access nest tunnels, and various mammals that may dig into bank nests. The presence of kingfishers often indicates healthy aquatic ecosystems. These birds require clear water for hunting, diverse fish populations for food, and undisturbed banks for nesting. Their sensitivity to water quality makes them valuable indicator species for environmental monitoring. Declining kingfisher populations often signal broader ecosystem problems such as pollution, habitat degradation, or overfishing. Conservation challenges and success stories. Kingfisher populations face numerous challenges in the modern world, primarily related to habitat loss and degradation. River engineering projects that straighten channels, reinforce banks with concrete, and remove riparian vegetation eliminate both hunting grounds and nesting sites. Water pollution from agricultural runoff, industrial discharge, and urban development reduces prey availability and may directly harm the birds through bioaccumulation of toxins. Climate change poses additional challenges, altering precipitation patterns that affect water levels and prey distribution. Extreme weather events, including severe winters and summer droughts, can cause significant population declines among resident kingfisher species. Despite these challenges, some kingfisher species have shown remarkable resilience and adaptability. The belted kingfisher of North America has expanded its range northward and successfully colonized urban environments, nesting in artificial banks such as gravel pits and road cuts. Similarly, some European populations of common kingfishers have increased following water quality improvements and habitat restoration efforts. Conservation success stories often involve collaborative efforts between government agencies, conservation organizations, and local communities. River restoration projects that remove obsolete dams, restore natural channel meanders, and establish riparian buffer zones have benefited kingfishers along with numerous other aquatic species. Artificial nest banks, constructed specifically for kingfishers, have proven successful in areas where natural nesting sites have been eliminated. Cultural significance and human fascination. Throughout human history, kingfishers have captured imaginations and inspired folklore across cultures worldwide. In ancient Greek mythology, the halcyon days of winter calm were attributed to the kingfisher's ability to nest on the sea during the winter solstice, with the gods calming the waters to protect these sacred birds. This legend gave rise to the term halcyon days, still used today to describe peaceful, tranquil times. In many Asian cultures, kingfishers symbolize prosperity, love, and fidelity, with their brilliant plumage representing the beauty and abundance of nature. The birds' fishing prowess has made them symbols of patience, precision, and success in many societies. Their distinctive appearance has inspired countless works of art, from ancient Chinese paintings to modern wildlife photography. The conservation movement has embraced kingfishers as flagship species for wetland protection. Their striking appearance and charismatic behavior make them effective ambassadors for broader conservation efforts. Wildlife organizations frequently use kingfisher images in educational materials and fundraising campaigns, recognizing their power to inspire public support for environmental protection. Future prospects and research directions. Modern research continues to reveal new insights into kingfisher biology and ecology. Advanced tracking technologies allow scientists to study migration patterns and habitat use with unprecedented precision. Genetic research is clarifying evolutionary relationships within the family and identifying distinct populations that may require specific conservation attention. Climate change research focuses on predicting how shifting temperature and precipitation patterns will affect kingfisher distributions and breeding success. Some models suggest that northern species may expand their ranges poleward, while tropical species may face increased pressure from changing rainfall patterns. Habitat restoration science continues to develop new techniques for creating suitable kingfisher habitat in degraded environments. Experimental nest banks, designed based on detailed studies of natural nest site preferences, show promise for supporting populations in areas where natural sites are unavailable. The future of kingfishers depends largely on human decisions about water resource management and environmental protection. These jeweled birds serve as both indicators of ecosystem health and inspirations for conservation action. Their continued presence in our rivers and lakes represents not just the survival of a remarkable species group, but the maintenance of the complex aquatic ecosystems that support countless other forms of life. As we face mounting environmental challenges in the 21st century, the kingfisher's story offers both warnings and hope. Their sensitivity to habitat degradation reminds us of the interconnectedness of natural systems, while their adaptability and the success of targeted conservation efforts demonstrate that dedicated action can preserve these natural treasures for future generations. The flash of blue that marks a kingfisher's dive represents far more than a single hunting attempt. It embodies the resilience of nature and our responsibility as stewards of the aquatic environments these magnificent birds call home.